Hi, welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. Today's beer is not Japanese, and in fact it's not even craft anymore. It was at one time, but it's not now. It's called Lagunitas IPA, and this is from California, from the United States, and Lagunitas is now owned by Heineken, so it no longer is can be considered a craft beer. Lagunitas was founded in 1993 in Lagunitas, California, about 20 miles southwest of their current location, which is Petaluma in Sonoma County. And Lagunitas is in Marin County. So 1993, and they grew very, very quickly, and in fact at one point they were the fifth largest selling craft beer brewery in the United States, and Heineken snapped them up in 2017. In 2014 they also opened a brewery in Chicago, so their production is really expanding quite a bit. And they have had kind of a long-standing association with cannabis, including the naming of some of their beers. And in fact, I think they still make it, a beer called Hi-Fi Hops, which includes THC in it and CBD, and is available only in California, or was available only in California. And there's some funny stories. They were raided once during a St. Patrick's Day party in 2005. Narcotics agents had been observing them, and they went in to raid them, but they couldn't make any arrests because, according to the founder, everybody was willing to give them some, but no one would sell it to them, so they couldn't arrest anybody. Okay, well, in any case, so it's no longer considered a craft beer, but apparently the founder and former brewmaster is still there, and so I don't know how. I don't think it probably hasn't changed much. Yeah, I've had several beers from Lagunitas. I haven't. It's been quite a while. I haven't seen any for some time. So this beer is 6.2% alcohol by volume and 51 international bittering units. The malt bill is English Crystal, caramel, and Munich malt. And the hops are a great combination of IPA hops. It includes Cascade, Centennial, Chinook, and Simcoe. Rate beer, there were 4,999 ratings for this beer when I checked, and the average is 3.65 out of 5, and 88 percentile for all beers on Rate Beer, and 89 for its style IPA, which is a very competitive style, a lot of IPAs. Untapped, there were 750,000 ratings on this on Untapped, 715,549, incredible. And the average is a bit higher at 3.71 out of 5. Okay, well, let's give this one a go. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't had this for a number of years, in fact. Okay. So more connection with cannabis. Apparently they had a beer called 420, which is the day of, I guess, Marijuana Day in the U.S., April 20th. And I never knew why, but it is connected to marijuana. And the 420, their production, well, they were sued by Sweetwater, which has a beer called 420, Sweetwater in Atlanta, and so they stopped using it. But apparently, since then, they kept their production. When they did a batch of beer, they used to end in an even 1,000, but now it ends in 420 barrels or liters or whatever. In any case, shall we give this a go? It is a kind of dark amber color. I think the Munich malt will give it a little tint there of reddishness. Very clear, kind of thin head. Okay. I'm getting that nice mix of citrus and pine from those hops, definitely. Not too strong. Kind of moderate, but it's there. Okay. Yeah. This tastes kind of like a classic West Coast IPA, for sure. Nice solid maltiness. Even caramel-like. Kind of very fruity. Get some stone fruit in there. And the hops really take over from mid-palate. Nice little buzzing on the tongue. And some reasonable bitter tracks that keep lasting. So this is really, really pleasant beer. Yeah, great. Yeah, this is a great beer. Really, I think it's probably not in the top 90 percentile, certainly of IPAs, but it's close. And this is tasty, very drinkable. Not too high in alcohol, 6.2. So you could put back a few of these easily. And hop bitter in 51 IBUs, kind of in the mid range. Some IPAs will go up quite a bit higher. Some even to 100. But it's kind of overkill. So they've blended things really nicely, I think, in this beer, and it's quite tasty. So, yeah, you happen to see this one, of course, you should give it a go. Since they have the brewery in Chicago, I think they probably have distribution quite widely across the U.S. now. Yeah, and even though it's not a craft beer, give it a try and see what you think. Please do tell me what your experience with Lagunitas is. I was on the verge of going there once when I was in San Francisco. I have a friend who lives in Petaluma, and he told me, come on out, we'll go to Lagunitas for the evening, and I just couldn't make it, but sometime Hal will make it there, okay? All right, well, that's it for today, and hope you're doing well. Please do take care. Bye-bye.